Hello dear students, myself CMA Padmaja Buzruk. I will discuss hire purchase and installment system. Go to study note number 9, hire purchase and installment system. Today we'll see in this particular video default and complete repossession. If a hire purchaser fails to pay any installment on the stipulated date, the hire purchaser is said to be at default. In case of default by the hire purchaser, the hire vendor may repossess the goods. Repossession means taking back the possession of goods by the hire vendor. Subject to agreement, repossession may be either complete or partial. Meaning of complete or full repossession. In case of complete or full repossession, the hire vendor takes back possession of all the goods. Journal entries under complete or full repossession. All entries till the date of default are passed in the usual manner. The additional entries are as follows. In the books of hire purchaser, for closing hire vendor's account, hire vendor to asset. In case of complete or full repossession, when the hire vendor takes repossession of the goods, in the books of hire purchaser, close hire vendor's account by transferring it to asset account. Then close asset account by transferring it to profit and loss account. If the book value of asset exceeds the amount due to hire vendor, profit and loss to asset. If amount due to hire vendor exceeds the book value of asset, asset to profit and loss account. In the books of hire vendor, on repossession of goods, goods repossessed account debit to hire purchaser's account. See, at the time of purchasing the asset, the entry will be asset to hire vendor. Exactly opposite entry will be passed at the time of repossession, but in the books of hire purchaser. But in the books of hire vendor, at the time of sale, what entry he passes is hire purchaser's account debit to hire purchase sale. Now you cannot reverse the entry, you cannot debit sales account. So the account to be debited is goods repossessed account debit to hire purchaser's account. This entry is passed with the revalued amount of goods repossessed. For the amount spent on reconditioning of the goods repossessed, hire vendor does some reconditioning repairing work for the goods he has repossessed. For that he spends some amount. So entry is goods repossessed account debit to cash or bank. Sometimes he sells these repossessed goods. Then the entry will be cash, bank or debtors account debit to goods repossessed account. There will be profit or loss on this sale. It will be transferred to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account debit to goods repossessed account for loss on sale of goods repossessed. In case of profit, reverse entry will be passed. Now we'll see illustration 7. On 1/1/11, A purchased 5 machines from B. Payment was to be made 20% down and balance in 4 annual installments of 2,80,000, 2,60,000, 2,40,000, 2,20,000 commencing from 31st December 11. A vendor charged interest at 10% per annum. A writes off depreciation at 20% per annum on original cost. On A's failure to pay the installment due on 31st December 12. First installment is on 31st December 11. He has failed to pay the installment on 31st December 12. That is very second installment he has not paid. B repossessed all the machines. He has repossessed all the machines on 1/1/13 and valued them on the basis of 40% per annum depreciation on written down value basis. So repossession machines he has valued it on the basis of 40% on written down value basis. B, after incurring 6,000 on repairs, sold the machines for 2,66,000 on 30th June. Prepare relevant accounts in the books of A and B. Now we'll see valuation of repossessed machines by B. Cash price of machinery is 10 lakhs. We'll see how to calculate cash price. He has valued on the basis of 40% depreciation WDV basis. Cash price of machinery is 10 lakhs minus depreciation at 40%, 4 lakhs. Written down value on 31st December 11 is 6 lakhs. 40% of 6 lakhs is 2 lakh 40,000. Repossessed value is 3 lakh 60,000. Why? Because this depreciation is as on 31st December 12. After that he has not paid the installments, so machines have been repossessed. So value of repossession is 3 lakhs 60,000. Now B has incurred 6,000 and he has sold 2 lakh 66,000. This will be recorded only in the books of B. You don't have to do any recording of this in the books of A. 20% is the down payment. You have to find out total cash price. 20% of that is down payment. Interest is 10%. See this statement. Installment amount is 2,80,000, 2,60,000, 2,40,000, 2,20,000. We'll start from last installment because we do not know cash price. We do not know down payment. Start from here. 2,10,000 divided by 110 into 10. Why? Because interest is 10%. 20,000 is interest. 2,20,000 minus 20,000. 2 lakhs is cash price. For earlier installment, how to calculate interest? 2 lakh plus 2 lakh 40,000 divided by 110 into 10. Interest 40,000. Installment minus interest is cash price. Earlier to that installment, how to calculate interest? 2 lakhs plus 2 lakhs, which is equal to 4 lakhs plus 2 lakh 60,000 divided by 110 into 10. This is the interest. Installment price minus interest is the cash price. First installment 2 lakh plus 2 lakh plus 2 lakh 6 lakhs plus 2 lakh 80,000 divided by 110 into 10, 80,000. Interest. So 2 lakh 80,000 minus 80,000, 2 lakh is the cash price. Cash price of installments is same, interest are in proportion. 20,000 into 2, 20,000 into 3, 20,000 into 4. But we do not know down payment. How to calculate down payment? Down payment is 20%. See here, down payment is 20%, that is 20% of total cash price. Cash price of installment is 80% of total cash price. Why? Because down payment plus cash price of installment is total cash price. When down payment is 20%, cash price of installment is 80%. If you add this, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 8 lakhs is the cash price of installments. So for 80%, 8 lakhs, for 20%, 2 lakhs, therefore down payment is 2 lakhs. See in the second statement, I have just once again made the statement so that it will be very clear to you. These calculations I have shown you. We found out down payment, write it here. So this is the total cash price 10 lakhs. This is the total hire purchase price 12 lakhs. Total interest is 2 lakhs. Depreciation 20% on original cost, that is straight line method. Total cash price is 10 lakhs, 20%. Depreciation will be 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs depreciation is to be shown in the asset account. See, that is the reason why cash price of machinery is 10 lakh. After finding out cash price, you are supposed to prepare this note for finding out the repossessed value. Deduct 40% depreciation for 2 years. 3 lakh 60,000 is repossessed value. Ledger account in the books of A. Machinery account 1111 to bank. By depreciation 2 lakh. Balance carried down. Balance brought down by depreciation 2 lakh. Balance carried down. Balance brought down. On 1113 he has taken possession of the machinery. Now we'll go to B's account. On 1111 buy machinery 10 lakhs. On 1111 to bank down payment 2 lakhs. 31st December 11 buy interest. First installment interest is 80,000. 31st December 11 to bank payment of first installment 2 lakh 80,000. Balance carried down 6 lakhs. Second year beginning balance brought down 6 lakhs. Second year interest due is 60,000. But he has not paid this interest. So here you will not get on the debit side as to bank, but which is to be transferred to machinery account. See here, to machinery account 6,60,000. Machinery account by B 6,60,000. Balance brought down is 6 lakhs. So 60,000 is profit which will get transferred to profit and loss account. This two balance carried down is wrong. In the books of B, A's account, it is exactly opposite. On 1111, to hire purchase sales 10 lakhs. Credit side by bank, down payment 2 lakhs. Debit side outstanding interest to interest 80,000, 31st December 11. And credit side by bank, this is receipt of first installment 2,80,000, by balance carried down 6 lakhs. On 1112, to balance brought down 6 lakhs. Interest due on 31st December 12 to interest 60,000. This is interest of second installment, but he has not received any amount. So 31st December 12 by balance carried down 6 lakhs 60,000. 1113 to balance brought down 6 lakhs 60,000. He has repossessed, and value of repossessed goods we have seen calculation 3 lakhs 60,000. On 1113 he has repossessed the goods. So by goods hire purchase goods repossessed account 3 lakh 60,000. Balance will be transferred to profit and loss account. Hire purchase goods repossessed account on 1113 2A's account 3 lakh 60,000. He has spent 6,000 on repairs to bank 6,000. He has sold it at 2 lakh 66,000 on 30 June 13 by bank 2 lakh 66,000. Account will get closed by transferring the balance to profit and loss account. By profit and loss 1 lakh. Now we'll go to illustration 12. X purchased a truck for rupees 2,80,000. Payment to be made 91,000 down and 3 installments of 76,000 each at the end of each year. 3 installment, value of each installment is 76,000, 91,000 is down payment. Rate of interest is 10% per annum. Buyer depreciate the asset at 15% per annum on written down value method. Because of financial difficulties, X, after having paid down payment and first installment to the end of first year, could not pay second installment, and seller took possession of the truck. Only first installment has been paid and second installment has not been paid, so seller has repossessed the truck. Seller, after spending 9,200 on repairs of the asset, sold it for 1,50,000. Show the relevant accounts in the books of purchaser and vendor. This is also complete or full repossession of goods. Statement of interest and cash price. Cash price is 2,80,000. Down payment is 91,000. Outstanding cash price is 1,89,000. 10% interest. Interest amount is 18,900. Installment is 76,000. 76,000 minus interest is cash price. Outstanding cash price is to be deducted. Then you will get outstanding cash price for calculation of interest on second installment. 10% of 1,31,900. Interest is 13,190. Installment is 76,000. 76,000 minus interest is cash price 62,810. I have not done the calculations further because after second installment the asset has been repossessed because of default in paying the installment. So if you want, you can continue this. In the books of X, car account, he has purchased car account debit to vendor. First year to vendor 2,80,000. Vendor's account by cash. By car 2,80,000. This is cash price. By depreciation 42,000. Balance carried down. Second year balance brought down by depreciation 35,700. This is the depreciation. Now go to vendors account. We have seen the first entry to the credit side, buy car 2,80,000, then to bank down payment 91,000, buy interest, first in year's interest due 18,900, first year installment payment to bank 76,000, to balance carried down, second year buy balance brought down 1,31,900, interest due also you are supposed to show in the second year 13,000 to 190. Has he paid it? No. Default and goods have been repossessed. The entire balance to be transferred to asset account. This is the total 1,45,090. It gets transferred to asset account by vendor 145,090, and this balance will be transferred to profit and loss account by profit and loss account 57,210. This is the balancing figure. In the books of vendor X account, it is exactly opposite of Y's account in the books of X. Just now we have seen. To hire purchase sale 2,80,000. Buy bank down payment on the first day 91,000. To interest due buy bank. First installment received, buy balance carried down. To balance brought down. To interest. First year's interest due. Has he received? No. Buy goods repossessed account. It is not given whether he has at what value he has given for repossessed goods. The entire amount is transferred to goods repossessed account. Goods repossessed account to X account, it gets transferred from here. He has spent on repairs to bank for repairing charges. He has sold it for 1,50,000. Balance will be transferred to profit and loss account, and goods repossessed account will get closed. So when there is complete repossession, till the date of repossession, calculate depreciation as well as interest. Show it in the ledger account. Then in the books of hire purchaser, close hire vendor's account by transferring it to asset account, close asset account by transferring it to profit and loss account. Page number 449, question number 2. On 1st April 2012, Goru and Company purchased a machinery on hire purchase system from Machinery Mart for a cash price 7,50,000 to be paid as 1,18,050 cash down and the balance by 3 equal annual installments of 3 lakhs each. Cash price is 7,50,000, down is 1,18,050. Interest is charged at 20% per annum. Goru and Company has decided to write off depreciation on machinery at 15% per annum on written down value method. Goru and Company paid the installment due at the end of first year but could not pay the next installment. Only first installment was paid. On 31st March 14, the Machinery Mart took possession of the machinery. On 15th April 14, Machinery Mart spent 30,000 on repairs of machinery and sold it for 1,80,000 on 20th April 14. Installment due on 31st March 14 was paid by Goru and Company on 10th April. Second installment due was not paid, so machine was repossessed, but on 10th April, Goru and Company paid the installment due. You are required to prepare Goru and Company's account and returned stock account in the books of Machinery Mart and Machinery account and Machinery Mart account in the books of Goru and Company. See statement of calculation of interest and cash price. 7,50,000 is cash price minus down payment, outstanding cash price. 20% of that is interest. Installment is given as 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs minus interest is cash price. Deduct this cash price from outstanding cash price for calculation of interest on second installment. 20% of 458, 340, 91,668. 3 lakh minus 91,668 is cash price of second installment. I have stopped calculation of interest after this because he has not paid second installment and complete repossession of the asset has taken place. So if you want, you can continue this and complete the table. In the books of Goru and Company machinery account, 1,412 to Machinery Mart 7,50,000 by depreciation by balance carried down. Second year beginning 2 balance brought down By depreciation, by balance carried down. Now, third year beginning to balance brought down. Now, first we'll see vendor's account, then we'll come back to machinery account. Machinery mart account. On 1/4/12 buy machinery, cash price of the machinery 7,50,000. On 1/4/12 to bank, down payment. 31st March 13 credit side by interest due on first installment. 31st March 13 debit side to bank, payment of first installment, to balance carried down. Second year beginning, same balance. On 1/4/13 by balance brought down. By interest, this is second year's interest, but there is default, installment has not been paid, to balance carried down. 1/4/14 by balance brought down. On 10th of April he has paid this, so to bank 3 lakhs, second installment has been paid. So on 10th of April this balance will get transferred to machinery account. He has already repossessed the machinery. Machinery account till here we have seen. Balance brought down by machinery mart, just now we have seen. Machinery mart account is closed, balance is transferred, and close machinery account by transferring it to profit and loss account. Now in the books of machinery mart I have prepared Guru and company account, goods repossessed account or returned stock account. I want you to do it on your own. 1/4/12 to hire purchase sales, cash price. Credit side down payment, 1/4/12 by bank, down payment. Debit side again 31st March to interest, outstanding interest on first installment. 31st March credit side by bank, receipt of first installment, by balance carried down. Second year beginning, to balance brought down, to interest, but he has not received this second year, so by balance carried down. Third year beginning, to balance brought down, but he has received the money on 10th of April, so by bank 3 lakhs. On 10th of April this will go to returned stock account. Now if you open returned stock account, debit side to Guru and company 2,50,008, to bank for repairs, by bank for the price at which he has sold the goods, and balance will get transferred to profit and loss account. So just prepare returned stock account. In this particular video we have seen illustrations where there is complete or full repossession of goods. Thank you.